The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? I'm happy to see all of you. I want to apologize because I know I had changed it from last night. Then I switched it to this morning. I ended up oversleeping because I woke up like around 3 in the morning. And then I was up and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to stay up the whole time. No, my ass ended up going back to sleep and then oversleeping. So I apologize. Shout out to Nadi for checking on me. I told her I was doing all right. I just overslept. I definitely apologize. Unprofessional, but hey, I'm here now. That's all that matters. But let me say what's up to the people before we start. Of course, we got Naughty Love Movement up in the building. What's up, Rizzy? What's up, Leanne? I love seeing the green. What's up, Queen B More? What's up, Sexy 60? Leah, Denitra, Queen B More. Shout out to everybody. Miss Darnell, thank you for coming. And then as you guys come in the room, make sure to hit that like button as well. Also, we have a few topics on the docket today. I do want to mention something real quick. I had seen a video earlier, and it was like a Instagram reel, and it was Miss Evelyn, Tony Braxton and the Braxton sisters' mom, and she was talking about how even though her daughter passed away, and she's gonna miss her daughter, talking about Tracy who passed away, she, is happy that her daughter is no longer hurting, and with her and with God now. And so I just can't imagine having to bury one of your children. And so it kind of just took me to a different spot of, getting to that age and thinking about people passing. And I'm not trying to make this sad, but the people passing away and stuff like that. And it's very hard for me to deal with that. And it just makes me think about life in general and a lot. But, definitely prayers to Miss Evelyn and the Braxton family. I just kind of, I had seen it last night when I had woke up, and it was one of the first videos I seen, and it's still been on my mind. And I don't exactly know why, but I felt like it needed, and mind you, I don't even have any kids, but it was on my mind, and I don't know why, but it's been on my mind for the last hours or so. What's up, Miss Bugs? What's up, Cali girl? Thank you guys for coming in the room. Make sure to hit that like button. All right. So moving on from that, we are going to talk about Mr. Derrick Jaxn real quick before we get into Chrisean and Michael Oher. Here we go. So Derrick Jaxn has been getting eaten up, right? He had the interview with Willie Moore. Shout out to Willie Moore Jr. I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy. Definitely should not have did the interview unless he did his research, which he did not do his research on Derrick Jaxn at all. So definitely, with that being said, people were eating them up in the comments, and you can look at the comment section. They are not too pleased with that interview at all. If I was him, I would probably turn off the comments, because knowing that he's such a narcissist talking about Derrick Jaxn and having them on your platform. I mean, in a way, I would have thought like, man, this would have been a perfect interview. It's the first interview. I just felt like as his first interview, you definitely should have killed it, and you didn't. You failed at it. You know, you really failed because it's not about trying to nail Derrick Jaxn in and getting them with the got you questions. It's just so much information that you missed out on. It's not even about the gotcha questions and going viral. It's just that you missed the whole lot, you know? And granted, I can probably understand from a different standpoint because, like, when you guys ask me about Jaguar and stuff like that, I ask her about the questions I know about. I don't know about all the ins and out with this person and that person. I just know, you know, a little bit, and then I just go off of that. And again, those are sporadic when I interview Jag, so it's a totally different subject. But somebody like Derrick Jaxn, that would have been a professional interview. I definitely would have studied for that, you know. And him knowing that they were already friends and they had a relationship, you already knew he was going to lowball it. So some tea is someone had let me know that Willie Moore actually cheated on his wife and they were actually going through a divorce like 9 months ago. So I don't know if they're still currently going through the divorce or they worked it out, but he has a whole situation with his wife. So I'm like, man, I guess cheaters stick together, I guess. I guess that's how it is, huh? What's up, Just Curious? What's up, Kenny? What's up, Priscilla? Yeah, I guess cheaters stick together. So I just thought it would be more, but like I said, the people are eating them up in the comments. Mostly Derrick, but also Willie because he didn't do his research, and he definitely should have did his research on this. Like I said, tomorrow we will be reviewing Dear Future Wifey podcast. I think Latrice is definitely going to do a good job interviewing. I mean, he did a good job with Danae, the wife, because they still married, the wife. He did a good job with that one. So I'm guessing that, or I can assume that he's going to do his due diligence of actually asking Derrick the hard questions and not letting him get around without taking accountability. Now, they had a little like pre-interview or something that they went live on Instagram, and Derrick said he's going to take accountability. I don't know how much accountability he plans on taking, but I'm assuming none. Or you know what? We always like doing poll questions. Let's go ahead and do one. Do you think Derrick Jaxn will ever take accountability for cheating on his wife and destroying his family? Yes or no? Will he take accountability? Let's go. No. Yeah, everybody said no. Nobody thinking that he's going to take accountability. No. I can definitely I don't know what Derrick wants because what he had was a lot different than the video girls that he's going after and stuff like that. And again, is he now that he's a Christian, because, you know, Willie, I guess, was helping him find God. You know, I guess after you cheat with 100 women, you find God. I don't know how that works, but it works, right? So anyway, so is he being celibate? Like, is he looking for a woman that's Christ-like? Because the woman that he was with was Christ-like. I mean, she was praying, putting curses on people. Like, that was the woman that was supposed to be, well, not putting curses, but, you know, of God. That was supposed to be that godly woman that you were looking for, but you didn't want that. From what we see that you cheated with, you wanted the video models, the vixens. That's what you wanted. So, you know, are you willing to make that change in yourself? More than likely, no. I don't think at all. You don't plan on making any kind of change. Derrick, what can we say? Christians cuss and cheat. Oh, okay. I get. So he is a Christian. Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. David. Oh man. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm well rested. That's why. Thank you, Alice. No, he wants his cake and eat it in some. Oh, he wants his cake and some more. Right. He doesn't plan on being faithful and all that. Nah, not at all. What's up, Winnie? What's up, Lori? Yeah. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next topic. We are going to talk about Chrisean Rock and this situation with Woah Vicky. So, as you guys may or may not know, they are on the baddie season together, right? I know. They still are doing the Bad Girls Club on Zeus Network. It's still ratchet. It's still funky. The girls are fighting each other. They go from hotel to hotel. They don't live in a house like the old school Bad Girls. They go to different events and clubs and stuff like that. We really don't know what exactly is the point of it. It just seems like they fight. Now, I guess Woah Vicky thought she wasn't going to get hit. She said she wrote it into her contract not to get any fights. She was supposed to be the one, leading the girls to God. Let me turn on my camera real quick because I was trying to pull up a picture. She was supposed to be the one leading the girls to God. That's she said that's what her role was supposed to be. Now, Vicky has been playing with this whole Christian thing for a while, and she's supposed to be converted and she's supposed to be a godly woman, and now she's being celibate and all this other shit. I just feel like when these celebrities play with the God thing, like being false prophets, you know that's not good for you, right? And my thing is that you don't even have to announce that you are, Christian and that all this stuff about your religion. You can keep it to yourself. And especially if you still walking around with that black accent, pretending to be black, and you're talking about you're a godly woman and all this stuff, and she even admits in the video that I'm going to play you guys that she's not even from the hood. So the accent, the character, because she was around when Bad Baby came around, Little Tay, who's not dead, Little Tay, when it was popular for these girls to market being black even though they were not black, being that character, um the Sambos and everything like that, being the clowns, making fun of the black community while they have their little disciples, aka other black people, cheering them on and making them do this ignorant shit. This is how Vicky, made her name. It's very sad at the end of the day. But anyway, so her and Chrisean end up getting into a fight, and let me pull up the police report real quick, you guys. Pulling it up, pulling it up. All right, here we go. It's loading, you guys. Hold on. All right, so she filed charges against Chrisean. However, in this video, she actually reveals that it was not Chrisean who put her hands on her. So it was weird that she's trying to press charges against Chrisean. And again, originally I put in this title that Chrisean is in danger because why are they putting her in situations where she has to fight? Or, because it's not just this situation, you guys. It's not just this one. There's a video online of Chrisean and her sister like trying to fight her or something. So Chrisean's older sister is also on this new upcoming season of Bad Girls Club as well too, right? The sister is trying to fight Chrisean, and you see in the video, I guess what ends up happening is that Chrisean's people that was with her ended up jumping the sister. And this is also what happened to Vicky, except Vicky said she wasn't trying to fight. It was a whole setup and stuff like that. And that's how she ended up getting her ass beat. It's a lot, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and play Vicky's video. And yes, I'm going to have to do the stop and pause. It's fair use. Fair use. Everything's fair use. So we're going to go ahead and listen to her and see what she has to say. The video is sped up a little bit. Remember, the girl definitely rides on top of the yellow bus. So excuse, the way she talks and stuff. Let's go.
Jesus, please let me say the right things.
Oh, hold on. It seemed kind of low, y'all. Oh, she's praying. Is she gonna talk?
So what's up, y'all? So you can see that scar, right? And that one too. And then let me show you more. My foot.
So I know you guys couldn't really see it, but she's showing like little marks that she has on her foot. It doesn't really look anything, you know, you can barely see anything. We didn't see no scar on her face. Now, the picture over on the left, that's where you can actually see the marks and stuff like that. But she's wearing makeup, so you can't see anything. What's up, Juice? I thought she was too. What's up, Lexi?
So yeah, I'm just making this video because a lot of them was wondering, did I press charges? Yes, I pressed charges to let y'all know. Case number.
So that was the case number.
And paperwork. And so I went on the,
and I don't know who she's looking at, y'all. I have no idea. It seemed like somebody else is there, but I can't hear her.
Thinking that it was gonna be good. I was under impression, told by someone, by the main people, that there will be no fighting. You don't have to fight. We're trying to do something new and positive, stuff like that. My reason, because at first I didn't want to go. I told them, I don't want to go. I don't want to be fighting. I don't want to go because I don't want to be fighting. So they said, okay, cool. You don't have to fight. It's not like that. It's not like that. We're trying to change it up. We're trying to change it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool. I do it type stuff.
So if she believed them that there wasn't going to be no fighting, that's on her. Now, why didn't she, like, here's my thing. The whole Zeus Network, any show that you watch, any season of the baddies, they're always fighting. I don't understand, like, what show did she think? She's talking about, oh, yeah, they said they're trying to change the direction of the show. Now, if you believe that, that's on your stupid ass. You deserve to get your ass slapped or whatever happened to you.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. And so, so Shotty had, so you know me, I accidentally, first of all, before I got in the show, wasn't nobody screenshotting like, oh, look at what Vicky like. She trying to be funny. Oh, look at this, look at that. Oh, look at what Vicky tweeted. But you know that show like drama. So guess what? They got pages that are drama filled pages. Like, ooh, who's she talking about? Look at what Vicky like. Look at what Vicky did. Oh, ooh, what Vicky wants to fight a bud. Do you think that she's trying to woo? And so I came on that show. Main thing was to spread the light of God, to spread the light of Jesus. And I mean, I feel like I did that. When y'all see whatever y'all will see. Yeah, so Woah Vicky liked some tweets that wasn't good. That was messy and stuff. But Woah Vicky didn't mean like those tweets. You know
no, she ain't got no braces.
I had a habit of double tapping, and came up on my explore page, and I just be scroll. They're like, oh, look at what Woah Vicky like. They posted it. So I kindly asked them to remove it, and I didn't mean to. I said, here, if you should post this video of me in praying, and they ignored that. They ain't post that, but they did delete it from me. I'll just put a screenshot in here. And so me and sister was cool. He's getting along, everything good. And then
so basically what she's trying to say, because, you know, you got to translate everything she's saying. She's basically trying to say like she liked some tweets and stuff like that, and she didn't realize what she was liking, but they were negative towards Chrisean's sister. And so Chrisean is going to approach her about this said tweet that she liked. But Woah Vicky is saying like, oh yeah, the blogs and this and that. That got nothing to do with nothing, you know. And shout out to Stephanie for the Vicks rub. So yeah, here we go.
Came back. Oh, what y'all say about my sister on TikTok? I think at first she probably said Twitter, but in my brain I thought she said TikTok. I'm like, what you mean on TikTok? I ain't seen nothing about you on TikTok. You know, she's like, oh, you doing clickbait stuff. I genuinely was confused because in my head I heard TikTok. I'm like, you talking about one of me and you praying? She's like, no. I'm like, oh, I know what you're talking about. I promise you, I didn't mean it like that. No, I promise you. I'm sorry if I offended you. I don't have a problem with saying sorry first because I listened to Joyce Meyer's line. She says the one who apologizes first is the most spiritually mature. So I never had a problem saying sorry first. And like I said, I didn't come in the show to fight, right? So, you know, I'm sorry. She's like, and she was talking to another girl. And she's like, you dumb ABs want to come apologize. And when I confront y'all, and then I looked at her and I'm like, no, I'm sorry for running. This was like, no, it's good, it's good. I'm like, I don't want to fight. She's like, yeah, come on, no, it's good. We ain't gonna be no bullies. I believe you. I swear on, you know what I'm saying? I don't even supposed to swear. Like everything. Didn't mean like that. And sister believed me. But she didn't believe me, and so she threw something at me. So yeah, my emotions were just overwhelmed at that point because I thought, you know, me and her got along. I didn't know she was gonna believe something she saw on the internet versus asking me instead of just first, you know, she didn't want to attack me. If she wasn't for the security guard, she would have attacked me, like, you know, but the security guards wouldn't let her.
All right, stop right there. Okay, so Chrisean, I don't understand this part, you know, how Chrisean is on the show pregnant. I don't even know how many months Chrisean is currently. I think she's about 6 months pregnant. First of all, I thought you couldn't even fly or anything like that when you're about 6 months pregnant, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. Remember, I'm not a woman, so I don't know. You're not supposed to be flying and stuff like that. Like, why is she on the show? And again, why is she trying to fight anybody? You're pregnant. According to Woah Vicky, she said if security wasn't there, she would have got stole on. 8 months. Oh my God. And she out here belly and everything. Don't care. She doesn't care. So is she going to go to labor on the show? Is that going to be the season finale? And here's my thing too. I know Chrisean has that show with Blueface and she doing baddies. Honestly, Chrisean can do a show by herself and people would watch. I don't think she needs to do baddies. So I don't understand why she's doing it. Maybe they know if it doesn't have Chrisean, nobody's going to watch. I mean, for the most part over here, I know nobody really watches the baddie show. I know I don't watch it. But if Chrisean wasn't on the show, would the show go viral? Would anybody care about it? I don't think so, but let's continue.
Let her move, I guess, because she's pregnant. And so, yeah, she's like, whatever, they don't want to let me move, but yeah, I would when she threw something at me, and it kind of hit me.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, you guys.
And no, I forget. I'm standing up on a brick thing. She came running and boom, 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 and a boom, and a boom, and a boom. You know what I'm saying? But I know that I boom, 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 that, but I blacked out though. But when the security guys came, because I know I was holding on to her, I really don't remember. I can't see what happened. But like I said, it's good. I forgive Shotty too.
Okay, I skipped too far ahead, you guys. I apologize. So there's a girl named Janet. Now, the Janet girl is not on the show. She didn't say who Janet exactly is. I'm assuming that she's probably somebody with Chrisean. But this Janet girl, she basically came down the stairs and the producers told her to come down because all the girls are fighting or whatever, right? So she came down the stairs and she, like she said, she was standing on a wooden thing. All of a sudden, the girl Janet came out of nowhere and started beating her ass. And so Woah Vicky feels like she was set up.
Janet was her name, friend. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's cool to attack somebody when they're not looking. And I know it's like 50, 100 people around. So somebody saw her running. Somebody could have warned me, and somebody could have stopped her. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I forgive everyone there. Definitely a set up, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's what it is. No, I don't want to fight anybody else. I forgive. Hurt people. I understand this. I mean, personally, I'm waiting until marriage to have sex. Obviously, I have not my whole life, but you want to give life to Jesus Christ. There's things that you do, and God has to do everything for a reason. He told us to wait until marriage for a reason, to not cause chaotic and broken homes. A child is meant for two people to raise together, and if we waited until marriage, a lot of these issues, as far as AIDS, as far as homosexuality, as far as broken homes, as far as a lot of things, having to raise a child by yourself, but that is not God's plan. A child is meant to be raised by two people, right? So yeah.
Okay, the thing is that she's on autopilot, and obviously she just repeating whatever she heard. I don't even think she actually has even read a Bible, but that's here nor there. Well, it's kind of a point. But the whole thing about having a baby out of wedlock and stuff like that, the reason why she's mentioning that is obviously a dig at Chrisean, because we know Chrisean is having a baby with Blueface out of wedlock. So she's throwing digs at her. That's what she's doing right now. And all the stuff about being a Christian and all that, that's autopilot for her. She doesn't know what she's saying, you guys. The girl can barely talk, let alone if she can't talk, we know her ass can't read.
That's what it is. And y'all call me police, y'all call me a rat, whatever y'all want to call me. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Jesus loves y'all too.
Jesus love you.
Yeah, that what it is. We're not supposed to have anybody extra on the scene, but that person that ran up, Janet, she was not on the cast. As you can see, you see all the people that's on the cast, and I don't see somebody named Janet on the cast. Let me know if y'all do, if I can't read English, but I don't see that. Let me know what y'all see though. But yeah, let me know. Anything else I need to say? Yeah, but you call me police, you call me scary, whatever you want. But if somebody runs up on you when you're not looking, and it's a setup, and a pregnant person throws something at you, but if I were to throw something back at her, not saying I would, but then it would be, oh, well, Vicky's wrong. How you gonna throw something at a pregnant person? How you gonna do this? How you gonna do that? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? But then when I go
Right,
police
Resy.
and some paperwork, oh, I'm a rat. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I could be 6'9". I could be 6'9".
Talking about Tekashi 6'9".
You should not continue to want to fight them. Now I get it. If I'm talking crazy back, I'm like, B, what's up? Yeah, I sure did. You stupid B, whoop whoop. Then I get it. Okay, cool. Throw something at me. Throw something. Let's fight. Let's square up. But my mouth went like that, and it still ain't like that. I'm just letting y'all know what happened. My side of the story, and I'm trying to lead y'all to Jesus. Now, when we do things, we have to think: is what I'm doing is it gonna be pleasing, glorifying God or the devil, right? So I went on that show and I clearly said I'm not a baddie. I'm a woman of God, right? So if you're claiming Jesus Christ and you're out here just hitting people left and right, throwing stuff at people, wanting to fight everybody, that is obviously glorifying Jesus. That is not showing the love of Jesus. If you're promoting sex outside of marriage, that is also not showing the love of Jesus or glorifying Jesus. Now I get it, we all make mistakes. I'm not saying that someone that has sex outside of marriage and has a baby can't have a blessing from God, a beautiful child. No, that's not what I'm saying. But when you get reborn again, and you will realize that this is not the right thing to do. Now, I have plenty of friends that don't have sex outside of marriage and they're reborn again, and their baby is a beautiful blessing, and I love that baby. And they love that baby. I was not born inside of marriage. Neither my parents are Christian. My mama is alcoholic. That's why I don't drink. My dad has a lot of problems with women, but you know what I'm saying? So I didn't grow up in church. One of my dad's girlfriends that was black started taking me to church when I was 16, and I didn't know why. But I'm like, dang, I feel so good. Every time I leave here, I want to keep going back. And yeah, and then I met that family that put me on. They were doing things this way. I'm like, yeah, I want this. Like, they took me and showed me little types. I never had that. I would be just really bored growing up a lot. Obviously, I'm not from the hood. I think a lot of the girls from the show is from the hood, and I think that they feel like they have something to prove. I think the drama and the fighting keeps them going viral. The Bible says that we should not gossip, so I am working on not gossiping. And actually, this is also what I wanted to tell y'all. I thought me and Chrisean was cool, and you know, she's my sister in Christ. She claims
good question, Stephanie.
Jesus, I see she talks about God and Jesus a lot in her bio. And if y'all don't know, we pray to get on live. I'll insert that here, and I pray for her, and we pray together. Now, The Bible says we're allowed to righteously judge, and that's why I said what I said. No, I'm not saying, of course, when I first became a Christian, I obviously didn't know certain things that I know now, so I was acting crazy. I was acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, you just have to grow in God, and we'll pray for her before I end this video. But before I got there, I actually planned on giving her one of these books. I was gonna let her choose which one she wanted. Joyce Meyer is my favorite.
She was gonna give her a book.
Preacher. I didn't get a chance to do that, obviously, because of all the drama that happened. But see, you know, we don't fight against flesh and blood, right? So I don't blame her. I don't blame anybody on the show. I don't blame Janet. I blame the devil. So obviously the devil seeing what was happening. Like, oh, okay, well, Vicky is trying to get Chrisean saved. And obviously Chrisean had.
All right, that's enough. Okay, so she's just going to talk about how, it wasn't the flesh. It was basically the devil that made Chrisean do it. And it's more of a spiritual warfare going on and all this other stuff. Again, Woah Vicky doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. She's just regurgitating some stuff that she heard online. Again, if her dad's girlfriend took her to church and everything and she loved it, then why didn't you come out being a Christian? When we first met you, you were literally running around telling people that you were black. We remember who you are, Woah Vicky. So you trying to rewrite history and shit like that? Nah, we ain't taking it. We ain't accepting it. We do not believe that you are black. We do not believe that you are a Christian. We believe that you are a clout chaser, and you probably went on the show because you wanted relevancy. You wanted relevancy. You wanted to be relevant again. Because let's be honest, nobody's checking for a Woah Vicky anymore. No one. No one wants to go, nothing. We don't see you on TV. I don't even think your videos even go viral anymore. Like, I think literally no one cares. And I think what she thought was that the Christian thing was going to make people care about her and being, and want to talk about her again. I mean, it slightly worked for a moment, but nobody's believing it though. We're literally laughing at you. We're not laughing with you. We are laughing at you, dummy, because you are a dummy. But again, Chrisean, you need to take care of yourself, all seriousness, because I can see this getting really dangerous for you. This can get really dangerous. Please, Chrisean, just get off the show. Hopefully, she's going home early on the show, so she ain't got to fight everybody. But all Zeus care about is that money. As long as they can get Chrisean to act a fool, that's all they care about, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to Michael Oher. Thank you guys for checking out my video on Michael. I do appreciate that. This situation really pisses me off because it goes with that whole white savior narrative, the way The Blind Side, mind you, I did not watch the movie. I just heard about it and stuff. I've seen previews and stuff, but I just wasn't interested in it. But this whole thing, like this white family came, he was in the foster system, they adopted him, he went off to play in the NFL, lived a happy life, and his life was nothing like that. So these people actually signed him into a conservatorship. The whole adoption thing was a lie. It was a conservatorship. And we know about conservatorships because of Britney Spears. Now, usually when you do a conservatorship, somebody has some kind of physical ailment or, some kind of something that's restraining them from living a normal life, some kind of disability or whatnot. He has none of the sorts. He wasn't mentally or physically inept to take care of himself. That was not a thing. So how did they even get this conservatorship? Secondly, I know a lot of people are all like, oh, well, now, is he trying to get money, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not even anything like that. Literally, this was discovered in February of 2023. His lawyer looked over the documents and was all like, yo, you're in a conservatorship. He was like, conservatorship? And we know when you're in a conservatorship, basically, somebody owns you. That's the nicest way I can put it. Someone owns you. They are in control of all your business affairs. They can make decisions on your behalf. Granted, if this man was, say like was in a coma or something like that, his wife actually wouldn't even have control or say over anything that happened to him. These people right here, talking about Leanne and Sean, they would have control over him in this conservatorship. So this whole time, Michael is thinking that he's been adopted. He thought he signed adoption papers. Mind you, he was 18 at the time that they did this adoption. And I did look in the state of Tennessee. In the state of Tennessee, you can adopt. Now, the reason why they did conservatorship, we'll get into that, but you can legally adopt after, 18 and up. You can adopt in Tennessee until the age of 21. So anyway, so with Michael, he is now suing the family. According to records, they got $250,000, all four family members. So the two children and the parents got $250,000, and also 2.5% of any of the money that was made from the movie. Michael got nothing. Now, granted, the family has invested their money into different franchises like Taco Bell and different fast food chains. So that's how they made their money and stuff like that. But granted, this man did not get any of the money. And Michael had always hated the story of The Blind Side because he was all like, yo, just like in my video, he was able to get himself up in the morning. He was, fully functioning. Like, he was the one from age 11 in and out of the foster system, in and out, living with different classmates and stuff like that. The story or the movie should have more been about how he overcame adversity and not just about the family taking in this poor black child. Because, again, I didn't watch the movie. Maybe I'm wrong. But from what I see in the film, or what I know of it, is that they took in this poor black child, and if it wasn't for them, he would have been homeless, living on the street, X, Y, and Z. Also, what's very strange is that the kids, they did go to the same school. However, they were a lot younger than Michael. So how would they ever have been friends or even crossed paths, That's also what I don't understand. And again, he had won in 2003. He had won Lineman of the Year in his high school, right? The Tui family, because that's how you say the last name, the Tui family did not come around until 2004, the following year, and that's when he moved in with them his senior year and all that stuff, right? I personally believe, now this is just me, but I personally believe they seen dollar signs when they looked at Michael. There's a lot. Oh, that boy over there, he good at sports. That boy, he gonna make some money. He gonna be in sports. They seen money when they seen Michael. I don't know if they would have put, they would have brought in a Deshaun or Daquan off the street if he didn't play sports. But I believe because he played sports, they seen dollar signs. That's what I see, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I see. They seen dollar signs when they looked at Michael. It was like, oh, that boy gonna make a lot of money. Oh, that boy, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, when he got drafted, they were on the stage. This is actually from when they were on the stage when he got drafted with the Baltimore Ravens. They look so happy because they seen dollar signs. And they were able to sell the story. First, The Blind Side was a book. And Michael Lewis, who wrote the book, was actually classmates with Sean. Then, in turn, it got adapted into the movie with Sandra Bullock. And I guess people are coming after Sandra Bullock. Now, Sandra Bullock ain't got nothing to do with this. She simply played a character. That's it. She didn't know that they were scamming because, again, the story is that this family adopted this poor black baby, or this 18-year-old. Now, Sean did do an interview with, I believe it was the Daily Mail or something. I don't quote me, but he did an interview, and basically what he was saying was that the NCAA did not want Michael, or wasn't going to, or he wasn't going to be accepted into University of Mississippi if they did not adopt him, because he was just randomly living with this family. And again, talking about randomly living with the family, how is that allowed that he was just able to live with them? Was it because he was 18, or like, I'm still trying to figure out, you guys, like, how was he just able to live with the family and nobody questioned it? Now, his mom did have an addiction. His dad actually was M-worded while he was in prison. But his mom had an addiction and stuff like that, right? And then also, he's one of 12. So where are the other siblings? Like, how was he just allowed just to live with his family without any kind of legal adoption or anything like that? That's the crazy part. Because even when you are 18, you're still legally under your parents until you graduate high school. So there would have had to been some kind of guardianship or something, but legally they did not adopt him until he got ready to go into college. So with that being said, the conservatorship was signed because he wasn't going to be able to go to University of Mississippi if they didn't sign the paperwork. That's what they're claiming, right? However, he thought he was signing papers for adoption so they can legally adopt him. Now, usually when you adopt someone who's an adult, it's so, you can put them on your life insurance and, those kind of things, and you're able to take care of them. And they'll, be a part of your inheritance. You don't actually have to adopt someone for them to be a part of your inheritance or, anything like that. No, but again, Lisa, right. They never adopted him. That's the thing. But this man actually thought these people adopted him. But I guess that's how you sell a story, right? Oh, we came and we adopted him. He was a part of our family. I just don't understand why, even though they're saying, because of the NCAA organization, they had to do a conservatorship. Why not go with the legal adoption process? And if he wasn't going to college, because this is what I'm getting at, y'all. If he wasn't going to college, they would not have adopted him. Because he was going to college, mind you, playing football, potentially going into the NFL. Because mind you, the other two kids ain't shit. I'm pretty sure they went to college and stuff like that, but they not famous. But this was your pride and joy. They even still reference him as being, a part of the family, and they said that that's their son. It's very creepy, and it's giving very much, the owners. Back in the day in the 1800s, they used to own black people. That's what it's giving. Right. He was the golden ticket. Right. Mm-hmm. Right, Queen Bee Moore. They didn't want him to take away from their actual kids. Yep, they ran game on him. Definitely. And the asshole son, his name is SJ, Sean Jr., did an interview with Barstool, talking about how he comes from a conservative family and people are going to make it a race issue and stuff like that. Well, the only reason why it's a race issue is because of what it looks like. Also, I don't even think this has to do with anything about them being conservative or not. You took this man's, his likeness and made money off of it. And he didn't make anything off of his own likeness. This was the problem with the NCAA, that they were able to put out video games using these college student likeness without them recouping any kind of royalties or anything. Like, this is the problem. Like, anybody using your likeness and you're not able to reap the benefits of anything, that's a problem. I don't know what other way to put it. There's no other way to put it. You're using someone's likeness, able to still market. Mind you, Michael is all over Leanne's Instagram and stuff like that. And, they talk about the different charities and all the work they do, back to school programs and all that stuff. She turned off her comments, so you can't go over there and terrorize her. But they still use Michael's name. You just can't use someone's name and reap all the benefits and they get nothing. Now, according to Google, Michael is still worth 16 million. So at the end of the day, again, this is not about money. This is just about principle. Because the lawsuit is actually to end the conservatorship and also look into the accounting and see how much money the family actually made off of his name and likeness. That's what it's for. It doesn't have an exact dollar amount. It's to end the conservatorship, which is very important. So, his wife, he just got married last year to his longtime girlfriend. And to see how much money they actually did make. Because that's just from the movie. The $250,000, that's just from the movie. That's not from everything, merchandise and all that. I would also like to know what other kind of benefits they got. What other business dealings did they make? I know, Cali girl. Yeah, thank God they did finally change that. Right. Because you fall into situations like this. Because I guess the Tuohys are trying to find their way out. And one of the things, and I mentioned this in my video, if you guys watched, because when you are playing college football, you can't do any sponsorship deals, none of that. You can't accept any money, any gifts or nothing. So he wouldn't have been able to sign anything. However, now he should be getting something. Definitely, he should be getting something. The family is also claiming that they shared, some of the revenue with him. But then they went back because the interview with Sean is claiming that they never received anything for the movie. No one is going to do a movie about your life and you're just going to be like, yeah, just do it for free. I don't want anything from it. He's trying to claim that they didn't. Oh my. He's trying to claim they didn't make any money off of Michael. That's what he's trying to claim, y'all. We wouldn't know y'all if it wasn't for Michael. I'm sorry. We wouldn't know y'all. Right, the other Saltine boosters and the alums came around wanting to do business with their... Exactly. Just knowing... And here's the thing. Even if they didn't take any money from Michael, right? Say they didn't steal any money. They were upfront and honest about everything, right? You making him sign a conservatorship and him thinking it's an adoption. Mind you, they even brought the family there during the whole conservatorship thing. They brought the family there, phrasing it like it was like an adoption or something like that. Because let's be honest, no one knew what a conservatorship was until Britney Spears. I've never heard of it. How about you guys? Did you guys know what a conservatorship was before Britney Spears? Excuse me, I'll give you guys time to answer while I take a drink. I didn't know what it was until Britney. So yeah, you tell me that you're going to be my guardian and you're going to be my parents. Mind you, they're using the word parents, like we're your parents. They're not using the words like, oh, we're, over your business dealings or your guardians. you're using the words like your parents, and you're saying that this is your son. So with you saying that this is your son, he's literally thinking like, oh yeah, you're taking care of me. I lived with you guys for a year. Why not? Why not sign these papers? He's not thinking he's signing, where they can negotiate contracts, make business deals on his behalf. And I don't know necessarily, you can't go to college if you, and that's why it's something else there that they're not being honest about. Because if anything, when you're in the foster system, they pay for your college. They also pay for you to find housing as well too when you get out the foster system. So what what legality that you had to sign in order for him to go to Mississippi? That sounds very backwards. They pay for your college. They pay for housing when you are a foster child. So what exactly did they need to do, and why? That just seemed like you wanted to be, and again, with you signing that conservatorship, you were able to sign off on the book. You were able to sign off on the movie and whatever else because you had the right to. You were the conservator. Shame. I talked about SJ Sean Jr., how he did an interview and stuff like that. Also, he's making like jokes, referencing that him and his family is getting roasted. He think this whole thing is funny.
I'm gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Now, in the last one, and I should have blew it up bigger, but he's saying, I don't know what's more cooked, his friend's steak or his family. You guys taking advantage of Michael is not funny. That's not a joke at all. I'm trying to see what's so funny about this. SJ, Sean Jr. What the would be funny about you guys assigning him, tricking him into a conservatorship? It was a trick. Tricking him into a conservatorship. Y'all making money off of his story. Not anything to do with y'all. And, hell, if you felt like, man, we helped you out for your senior year and, you were able to live with us. We want some rent now. I'm pretty sure he would have broke you off something. And here's the thing, too. He probably has broke them off something when he got into the NFL. Now, that wasn't mentioned in the lawsuit, right? But he probably did break them off with something. That's the thing. He probably did give them something, help them out, and just pay and mind you, they probably didn't even want him to cash them out or anything like that. But you're gonna take care of when you get a lick, you're gonna take care of people who took care of you. Now, what I was trying to find out, because Michael just got married last year, right? What were they at the wedding? Now, People magazine did, a photo shoot with the family, with the kids and everything, and the wife, and with his wife and stuff like that. But I didn't see them talking about the Tui family. I didn't see them there. And it's been reported, for the last couple of years, the relationship has been strained. The relationship is not the same. Now that Michael is retired and he's able to, because the interview that I posted the other day was from 2 years ago, where, he was talking about how he didn't really like The Blind Side and how it portrayed him. So you actually are an adult now and looking at things with a different lens. How many of us have experienced things in our childhood, our teenage years, that at the time we did not know was not okay? And now with an adult lens, we see that it was not okay. How many of us had to take that look before? I know I have. Oh, they were not invited. Thank you, frankly. They were not invited. Makes sense. But there is not a lot of things, but there's quite a few things that I can think of where I'm all like, yo, now looking at an adult lens, I understand that A, B, C, and D was not okay. And I thought it was okay at the time because I was a child and I didn't know any better. But now as an adult, I see that it's not okay. A lot of times. And so that's what happened with Mike. And also he's retired. So yeah, like the reason why he's looking into everything now is because he's able to look at it through a different lens and he has the time to actually look at it and he has the money and finances to look at it. 82, that so-called brother said Michael sent him a text that if they broke him off, he won't sue. Oh, is that what he's trying to say? Well, yeah. You give me what's right. Even if, okay, so say if Michael did send them a text like, break me off when I'm old, right? That's money that's owed to him. So give me my money and I won't sue your ass. I don't blame him. Shit. I don't blame him at all. Break me off, give me some money, give me the money that you owe me, not just give me money, give me the money that I am owed, then we'll be good. Now, what I do see now, I don't know if Michael is going to win his lawsuit as far as, recouping any of the funds and stuff like that. Again, they might bring in that NCAA situation. Also, I think as far as the conservatorship, because he's not incapacitated or there's no reason for them to have a conservatorship, I'm pretty sure that can end. And also, too, what also is crazy to me, y'all, he done lived his life. This was, mind you, this is like 14 years ago. This whole story happened and everything went down. Why didn't they end the conservatorship? That would be my thing. Now that he's an adult, he went into the NFL. They should have been ended this conservatorship. He's already out of college. Like, why? Like, why did they still have the conservatorship? That's what I'm not understanding. Even if they were all like, yeah, well, we had to do it for him to go to college, still seems false. But why did they not on their own end the conservatorship? They could have just took it to the court and then just ended it. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Miss Behavior. Because it was illegal. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. He's trying to claim that he knew as of 3 years ago, allegedly. So he's trying to claim the brother, the SJ, is trying to claim that Michael already knew about this 3 years ago. Okay. Let's say it. Okay, let's say Michael knew that he was in a conservatorship 3 years ago. Well, why is there still a conservatorship? Why is there still one there? Like, why is that still in place? This man, mind you, and that's probably where the relationship went south, y'all. Now thinking about it, that's where it went south when he realized, and are you guys hitting that like button? Hold on, why am I continuing? Did y'all hit that like button? Let me check real quick. Because I done gave y'all some good tea, and I ain't seen y'all hit that damn like button. Let's see. 59, nah, we can do better than that. Nah, get them likes up. We can do a lot better than that. But yeah, this is probably where the relationship went south when you signed him into this contract. And when he found out that he was in a conservatorship. Let me see. Yes, the father released a statement, say he would end it if Michael wants to. Like he should end it now. Like, oh yeah, we can go ahead and end it now. 14 years later. That's what I don't understand. 14 years later? Hello, Roxy. 14 years later, you want to all of a sudden end the conservatorship. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and end it now. No. He did not know he was in a conservatorship. He legally thought you guys adopted him. And again, it's not about the money, you guys. It's not just about the money. I want y'all to get into the psychology of this. You trusted this family thinking they adopted you. You find out it was a conservatorship so they can legally bind you. It's a form of slavery, you guys. That's what I'm getting to. I was trying not to say the word because of the damn algorithm, but I'm just going to say it. Slavery. Slavery. Instead of adopting him, taking on the responsibility of being his parents, you put him in a contract. You legally put him into a contract. That is crazy. Oh, did y'all hit the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or send a super chat, super sticker and hit that like button? But you legally put him into a contract instead of actually caring for him. He called you mom and dad, and y'all were never his mom and dad. You were his owners. Because being the mom and dad and owning someone is completely different. You owned him. You weren't his family. You owned him. Two different things. So at the end of the day, he's coming to the realization that these people owned me and they were never my family. That's what Michael is going through. People want to make it seem like, oh, he's just mad, he's just upset, he's just trying to get money now all of a sudden. No, I don't believe this man needs the money. It's the principle. And when you're a business person and you understand, oh, thank you, Jackie. When you're a business person and you understand that you can't just have people using your name, likeness, and making money off of you, because mind you, now he knows about business. He's going to rectify everything in every situation where somebody was making money off of him. Because again, SJ did reveal that this is the first time he's suing the family or the petition, but this isn't the first time like he's went after to, recoup his name, his likeness, his money. This is not his first time. So he has sued the networks and, whoever else. I'm thinking the production studio and all that for money. But this is the first time he's doing it, to the family, because now he just found out February 2023 about the conservatorship. According to his lawyer, SJ, the son that's an asshole, he can say whatever he wants to, but according to the documents, he just found out February 2023. What's up, Couture Bay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link since Jackie blessed us, and we can go ahead and sound off on this or any topic that you guys want to talk about in this scenario. Oh, you know what? I didn't even put this on Facebook. Can I do it now? Hold on. I think I can do it now, y'all. Oh, yep. It let me put it on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Yeah, modern day slavery. You're right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys real quick. Do you think that the family was taking advantage of Michael, or do you think they actually cared for him? 30 seconds. No, Priscilla, that's just to end the contract. That's not to actually, do anything. Yeah, that's just to end the contract. He's not going to get anything, And also, too, there is nothing wrong with a white family adopting a black baby. I don't want people to think that I'm saying like I'm against it, what they call transracial adoption. I'm not against it at all. However, how many times have we seen this where it's the white family, they're looked at as, the saviors, where you have where you have someone like a black family that adopts a white baby. They looked at like, how you got that baby? Like, it's a lot of different disparities and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let Stephanie up here. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Let me take down the picture.
Hey, cuz. Can you hear me okay?
How you doing today?
I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, you sound better. No
okay,
sound
cool.
issues. Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. Hey, listen, I think from a legal standpoint and also just from a college athletic standpoint, this conservatorship is messed up on a lot of different levels because, number one, you was right. Like, you don't need a parent to go to school. You don't need a parent to play football. Nobody needs to sign permission slips for you anymore if you're 18. It doesn't matter what you're going to do. You can jump off a building. You can, nobody needs to sign your permission slips or your consent waivers anymore. And if they're saying it's because he has a disability and he's going to play a disproportionately dangerous sport, well, the guardianship or conservatorship ain't the answer to that. So like, there's no reason that they needed him to have somebody that could give him permission to do stuff. That ain't what it is. But
right.
Then I think maybe, so I looked it up. His last season at University of Mississippi, why, if he was talented in football, why did they choose the University of Mississippi except they were alums? I mean, I wonder who else recruited him. I'm poor guy. He probably got go to the University of Arkansas. What's wrong with you? Anyway,
weren't they the parents were alumni? Yeah,
they are. They're alumni and boosters. And so, and I tell you, booster clubs have big pull at football schools. And I worked in athletics at University of Oklahoma, the school that brought us the wonderful NCAA rules, because we were the bad school that got all these rules made about people receiving money as college athletes. And I don't know of anybody I don't know if the NCAA blessed this or how this could have happened, because let's say that, okay, let me back up. His last season at University of Mississippi was 2009. Okay. Blindside started filming in 2009, which means the deals were already done. The money had exchanged hands. The contracts for that movie had been signed, right?
Right.
Now, if they put him in conservatorship without him knowing it, so they could do those deals inside those contracts so the money wouldn't go to him, so that NCAA rules would be violated, I don't see how the NCAA rules still aren't just as violated if the money goes to
the family.
Somebody in your family. Yeah. Because, and that's probably why they actually didn't adopt him and put him under conservatorship. But see, that's still, like, it's even if it's not going to a family member, it's still benefiting you in the end, because the conservators are supposed to manage your money and you're supposed to get the benefit of your money, even if you're in a conservatorship. That's what the conservatorship is supposed to do. It's supposed to take your money in, make sure it's managed right. So I don't see how they did some shady stuff. Like, I don't see how, I think they did the conservatorship to get around the NCAA, but I don't see how, I don't see how that could even be an end run around the NCAA rules. That seems like it's still illegal.
Because he did not sign off on the movie.
Right.
But
and so
I'm able to use your likeness because I'm your conservator.
Well, and see, but the thing is like, even if it benefits your mama, your daddy, you somewhere on down the line, you're still not supposed to be able to get any benefits under the old rules when you were playing college ball. There was not supposed to be any money at all involved. We used to have to chase people off that would try to come give our football players, like, they try to come give them, like, whatever. Like, they try to bring them lunch, and we'd have to chase them off, because even a small meal would be a violation of NCAA. And their parents getting stuff would be a violation of NCAA rules. And so I don't see how a conservatorship would have gotten them around that, unless, like, the NCAA didn't approve it, and University of Mississippi just kind of was like, "Hey, do this and let's see if it works." You know, I don't know. Like, it just
or
seems
is
very,
that why Sean is saying that they didn't get any money?
Huh?
Is that why Sean is saying they didn't get any money? Because he's claiming now they didn't get any money.
From a big movie like The Blind Side, they didn't get anything.
Yeah,
okay.
They didn't get anything.
Okay,
So
you can
maybe
go
that's
sell
why,
that somewhere else.
they're backtracking now and all like, yeah, we didn't get anything. Like, what are you talking about? We
my
didn't
gosh.
get it. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah, and I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Y'all can go sell that story somewhere else. You didn't get anything for it. Come on now, you know. And another thing too is that, like, if they're saying now that they're fine if he asks, he can be let out of the conservatorship. If someone really needs a conservatorship, they can't ask to get out of it because that's why they're in one. If that's that easy, you know, then why would they even be in a conservatorship? If it's like, oh, well, you could have managed yourself all along. Well, then that's a problem because that would be called a fraudulent conservatorship.
Exactly, because that's the thing. Like, you can't. What's up, Krista Marie? You can't put someone in usually you cannot put someone in a conservatorship that's able-bodied, and you know there was no physical, no mental issues with them. How were you able to do a conservatorship?
And it's not because you need to do some backdoor deals, but the NCAA can't know about. That is not what a conservatorship is for. It's for someone who physically and mentally cannot handle their finances or their well-being. And so, you know, and nah. And, you know, another thing I was thinking of is there is such a thing called fraudulent inducement of a contract, which conservatorships are not supposed to be contracts anyway. But let's say he did sign something allowing them to take conservatorship. If they really did, like, make him believe to any degree that it was an adoption, then that would be a fraudulent inducement of a contract. And if there's money involved and they, you know, fraudulently transferred property, I could say, like, you know, there could be theft charges, conspiracy to convert property, wire fraud, bank fraud, you name it, perjury. I mean, there's a lot of things that this could be a big can of worms for that this whole family. I mean, they really, you know, I guess the money looked too good, and so they thought, like, if we just do this now, nobody's ever going to find out, everything will be fine. You know, that's kind of how things happen, right? I mean, that's kind of what people do is they do some stuff, and then they're like, oh, you know, we'll worry about this later if anybody really finds out. But I mean, it's just,
they should have been in the conservatorship on their own. Like, there's no way that he needed to ask or anything like that. That should have been already ended. And especially maybe they thought like, oh, well, if anything ever happened, you know, we'll be able to sweep it under the rug. And because my thing is, like, now that he's married, his wife wouldn't even be able to make decisions for him.
No, and I mean, really, as someone who's under a conservatorship, they really don't have the legal capacity to get married. That's part of the conservatorship, is that they don't have that capacity to even enter into a marriage contract.
Oh.
Right, and so this whole thing is so hollow and so, like, obvious. It's so them people, they ain't parents. Them people need to. You know, where's that chair from Montgomery? That's what we need in this situation.
Right. They definitely need a chair or
we
two
need that
or
Montgomery
three.
Chair. Yeah, because this is all messed up on a lot of different levels. I mean, legally, morally, you know, on a collegiate level, as far as like the rules of college athletics, this is all messed up. It's all messed up. And I know you said Sandra Bullock was off the hook, but no. We need Sandra Bullock to answer some questions too. She needs to bring her ass over to answer some questions too.
Yeah. So Stephanie, so as far as a conservatorship, can you legally just end that? Like, because I know the lawsuit or the petition is to end the conservatorship and also look into the accounting. And in the conservatorship, that would obviously happen, right? As he's not incapacitated or, you know.
If he's been living on his own without them, doing what he's doing, if he played college ball all those years and lived in a dorm without them, and he's married without them, and he's been managing himself for whatever, 19 years without them, I'd say that is extremely strong evidence that a conservatorship is not necessary at this time. It probably never was.
Right.
Yeah. And they should have been doing an accounting, because part of the conservatorship is managing the finances so that the estate is preserved for the person under conservatorship.
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of the reason why they put Brittany under one, is because they were saying that Brittany was going to spend all her money and live in destitution, poverty at the end of her life, because she didn't know what she was doing. The conservatorship is supposed to manage the estate, and they're supposed to grow the estate as much as possible. Part of that is doing an accounting and saying, like, we did this, we spent this, but we added this, we did this, but, like like Brittany's is a case, let's say, we got her this residency in Vegas, but we spent X amount of dollars, but at the end of the day, she netted this many million this year. So every year you're supposed to be doing an accounting. The state rules are different in every state. But yeah, I mean, the conservators are supposed to be able to say what they spent and what they didn't and what they made and what the net was and, that kind of thing. And so they better hope they've been doing it, because if they haven't, that's going to be a problem.
Right, definitely. It's going to be I feel like this is going to be dragged out for a while, because like you said, they have to go back all the 14 years and look at all the accounting and the deals and things that were done. It's not going to be just cut and dry. But I think as far as here's the thing. As far as ending the conservatorship and then looking into the finances, should that have been two separate things, or usually they combine them together?
I mean, it's a petition taken against the conservatorship, and it can be to end and to force an accounting. I mean, I think you could do that all in one petition. Yeah.
Okay, so that's normal. Okay, got it. Yeah, because I was just wondering about that, if he should have did like two separate things, or but like I said, what more than likely his lawyer directed him into doing it that way, so it made sense for them. So it is what it is. I'm
sure he's got good legal counsel. Go get him, Michael. Go get them people.
Yes, go get him, Michael. We team Michael over here. Let's do a 30-second countdown. Are you guys team Michael or are you team Tui? First of all, what the hell is a Tui? But let's get into it. Stephanie, so I want to address this real quick. So I didn't see Sandra Bullock had released any kind of statement or anything like that. So we still waiting on that from Sandra Bullock. But definitely, do I think she need to lose her Oscar and stuff like that? No, because she was simply playing a character. But it would be nice to hear from her and how she feels, especially since she does have 2 Black children. It would be nice to hear from her.
Yeah, America has questions, Miss Bullock. I know you're mourning. I think her partner just died, which we're all sad about that. We're very sorry. But America still has questions. America still has questions. Life goes on. We have questions. So, we do need some accounting for that too. And I mean, I think she was even in part of the producing efforts of that movie, if I remember correctly. Didn't she? Wasn't she part of the?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Don't give me the lion. But anyway, I think she, I got questions. We all got questions. We got questions for all of them.
Right. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for coming up here. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, cuz. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Have a good one.
Love to the chat. Bye, cuz.
All right, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you already have it. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can send a super chat, super sticker. Of course, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo is also welcomed as well, too. In this situation, like I said, if Michael is owed anything, definitely in the conservatorship. But if he is owed anything, I hope that he does get his money at the end of the day. The Tui family, it's not looking good for you guys from what we see. Again, putting them in a conservatorship, but then also not ending the conservatorship. You didn't end it. So you said there was some kind of technical reason why you needed to do it. However, you did not end the conservatorship. That's a problem. So, that's here nor there. Pay up. Pay up. That's the only thing I say. Pay up. Anyway, you guys, thank y'all for coming. I love my AT-tubers. Shout out to all my members. Thank you, Stephanie, for coming up. I know Misbehaving was trying to come up, but I think her internet. But thank you guys so much. Love y'all. We out of here. Deuces, everybody. Oh, I just realized I did put in the title about Jaguar, is she faking the trauma? I did put that in the title, and I forgot to mention that real quick. Okay, so a lot of people have been talking about, the whole swatting issue and, her bringing it up and if it's real or if she's faking it or whatever. No, I think it was a real traumatic experience for her. I don't think that she's playing about that. Now, is she playing it up for the camera? That could be a possibility, but I really do think that's traumatic. I mean, anybody who has interaction with the police, it's traumatic. It's never, we hardly ever need the police when it's something good, right? So it gotta be traumatic. So I don't think she's faking that. Now, do I think people are being insensitive to what's going on with her? No, because everybody has a right to their opinion and they can drag her and do whatever. Now, do I think that her friends should probably take more heed to and be more sensitive to her issues and stuff like that? Yeah, I definitely think so, especially if you're supposed to be her friend, ignoring her pain or, telling her that she shouldn't feel the way she does. That's not really good if you consider yourself a friend. But everybody else, y'all ain't got to care about her. If you hate her, you have every right to go ahead and hate the woman. But anyway, you guys, that was it. That's all I wanted to say. But we out. Deuces, everybody.